Tomorrow on Perspectives with Eric Reynolds, we hear from Mobile Mayor Sandy Simpson on how the Port City is doing right now since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. Eric is here with us this morning to talk to us more about it. Eric, great to see you.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
Always fun to talk to the mayor at the time to see what's going on, what's the latest in the city, and especially with so many changes during this past year with the pandemic and everything.
And he has a perspective that most of us don't have because he's involved with so many things and hearing information from all of his different departments and sources. And so we were looking forward to talking to him. We're 12, 13 months now after the pandemic began to see how the city really fared dealing with the changes, the restrictions, the shutdowns, and the loss of businesses. And so it was really a good conversation. I look forward to sharing that tomorrow. And he deals with several different areas, and of course we deal with that economic aspect.
So so the show is a 30-minute format. What are some of the specific things you tackle with the mayor during this time?
Well, definitely the economic perspective, because we want to know how the city fared, because with businesses shutting down, that's the tax revenue that the city thrives upon. So he gives us an update on that, and as well as some optimism on things weren't as bad in some of the corners, so to speak, than it could have been. We also talk about the recent crime surge of where a lot of incidents with young guys using weapons, and we've had some murders as well. So we talk about that because the mayor campaigned initially about being the safest city in America, and those kind of things, even though it may happen in a certain area, it still has a reflection on the city. So he addresses that. We talk about some of the new things that have been put in place to address that, a couple of operational procedures with different areas of law enforcement, as well as more body cams now on the table to be added in to law enforcement. We also talk about something that I think you and I both like, the Amtrak train coming back to the area where we can take train trips through the rest of the Gulf Coast and out west. And so a discussion about that, because some people very much for, and then at the same time some things that need to be done to work more with Norfolk Southern Railway and CSX to make sure that everything's fine. You know how the condition down at the convention center can happen to where a train can cut everything off, and so a lot of dialogue like that. So those are some of the points, and I guess one of the others, the I-10 Bayway, that has resurfaced now through the governor's office and AlDOT. So some good updates on that as well.
Well, I think a lot of people on that last topic are really wanting to hear what the latest is, because the new truck-only proposal is out there. Then some folks were coming back and saying that's not enough, or is it enough? And it will be interesting to hear from the mayor on that.
Yeah, definitely, because you've got to put those coalitions together. And of course, he's working with both the Mobile County, the Baldwin County group, as well as AlDOT and the state. And I asked him also about the news funding from President Biden, if some of that money might be ear tagged to that as well. So he'll give us a response on that too.
See, that's a good tease, because I want to hear the answer to that.
I know.
But the way to hear it is to watch the show. Perspectives airs tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. right here on Fox 10. And of course, if you happen to miss it, please tune in to the mayor so you can hear what he's talking about, especially the pandemic and where we're going forward. But you can catch us on our website or our YouTube channel.
All right, lots of great topics, fascinating conversation. You can catch it on Perspectives with Eric Reynolds. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Joe.
Chelsea.